Hello, and welcome to Uncle Bruce's Story Time. Did everybody have a good weekend? If you're in the United States, last weekend was Independence Day, where we celebrated the 4th of July. And so if you're in the US, did you see lots of fireworks? Lots of big explosions and stuff? I love that stuff. All right, so this week we have a fun book. It's called My Teacher is a Monster. No, I'm Not, by Peter Brown. This is a good one. If you're still in school, do you sometimes have teachers that you think are monsters that you don't get along with? I know I did. But maybe you find out that they aren't really monsters after all. Anyway, this is a good book, and I thought I would read it for you today, so I hope you enjoy it. So if you're ready, let's get started. I'm Uncle Bruce, and it's story time. My Teacher is a Monster. No, I'm Not, by Peter Brown. Bobby had a big problem at school. Her name was Ms. Kirby. Robert! Move it or lose it! Ms. Kirby stomped. Settle down! Ms. Kirby roared. No recess for children who throw paper airplanes in class. Ms. Kirby was a monster. Bobby spent his free time in the park trying to forget his teacher problems. But one Saturday morning, on his way to his favorite spot, Bobby found a terrible surprise. Bobby wanted to run. He wanted to hide, but he knew that would only make things worse. Robert, you don't need to raise your hand out here. What were you going to say? I was going to say, hello, Miss Kirby. Hello, Robert. I like your ornament hat, Miss Kirby. Thank you, Robert. Miss Kirby, it's really strange seeing you outside of school. I agree. There was an awkward silence, and then a gust of wind changed everything. That's my favorite hat. My dear old granny gave it to me. Don't let it get away. Got it! Oh, Bobby, you're my hero! I mean, that was very good of you, Robert. You're welcome, Miss Kirby. Quack. Those ducks sure do like you. Quack, quack. They know I enjoy quacking with them. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. When they were all quacked out, Bobby had an idea. You should see my favorite spot in the park. Be careful. Yes, Miss Kirby. This is lovely. And then Ms. Kirby had an idea. Bobby tossed his paper airplane into the sky, and it flew, and it flew, and it flew. I think that was the single greatest paper airplane flight in history. I think you're right. By lunchtime, Bobby and Ms. Kirby were happy they had bumped into each other, but they were ready to say goodbye. See you Monday, Bobby. Bye, Ms. Kirby. Coming through. Back at school, Ms. Kirby still stomped. And then the bear said, roar! Ms. Kirby still roared. Great job, Bobby. But was Ms. Kirby still a monster? Robert! The end. So what did you think of that one? The teacher wasn't such a monster after all, was she? No. I think we all at some point when we're in school think our teachers are pretty mean and or like a monster, and in reality they're not. They're just people like everybody else. But I thought that was a fun story. And if you noticed, she started out looking like a monster, and then towards the end, as Robert got more comfortable with her or more like a friend with her, she was looking less and less like a monster. Did you notice that? Go back and take a look, and she starts out all monstery and green skin, but by the end of the book she looks more normal, more like a person. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that one. As always, there's a link down below to this book if you'd like a copy for yourself, and links to follow me on different things. And if you haven't, do subscribe. I can always use more subscribers. And of course, more thumbs up on the video, because that's always very helpful. And next week we'll have another fun book, all right? So that's it for this week. As always, read more books and be good to each other.